The pyramid of wealth has been around for a long time. The 5 steps of the pyramid define the financial condition that a person lies in during a specific stage in their life, and is different for everyone. Through careful planning, education, and commitment, one can easily move to the top of the pyramid where wealth lies. In this video, I will discuss each of the stages of the pyramid of wealth and the strategies and techniques you can use to maneuver through each of the stages, ultimately reaching the top of the wealth pyramid. Get ready, you are now entering the Academy. The first step of the pyramid is debt. This is where the person in debt is behind, has a negative net worth, and is in debt financially. In this stage, a person's ability to pay off the debt is severely hindered. They simply cannot get out of debt because their resources are extremely limited and simply do not make enough income to get out of debt. The amount of debt may be also compounding, creating a vicious cycle of more accruement of debt. One level above debt is scarcity. In this step, a person is basically making enough income that is equal to or perhaps a bit above their debt level. Paying off debt in this stage becomes a burden and seems unsurmountable. Fear level here is usually high, since a person in this stage is fearful of making the right decision or taking calculated chances that would catapult them to the next level of the pyramid. So they're stuck in this stage in an endless loop. The majority of the people are in the debt or scarcity levels of the pyramid. But the healthy level is where most people feel comfortable being at. People here make enough money to spend on their needs and wants. In this stage, people have a good lifestyle. They have the ability to go for good quality food, clothing, etc. People here also have enough money to save and invest into various other sources of income. This stage is preferred by many, not because it is hard to move to, but because one is satisfied when he or she reaches this level. There is also a level of comfort that sets in at this stage, where often a person becomes reluctant to change, especially if they have arrived to this stage from the lower stages of the pyramid. A level of complacency often sets in at this stage. This stage can also be referred to as middle class. Prosperity is where most people aim to be at. This is where only 10% of the people sit at. At this stage, most people can afford the luxury of purchasing their dream homes, expensive cars, taking foreign trips, and buying expensive clothing and jewelry. In the healthy stage, one can fulfill all his or her needs but might not be able to fulfill all their dreams. In order to fulfill all their dreams, they will have to move up the pyramid and at least reach this stage. It is not easy to get here, as it will require a lot of investment in terms of time and money, as well as skill level necessary to achieve this stage. In the wealthy stage, most people only dream to be at this level, not only for the financial levels that are achieved with this stage, but also you can really have an impact in this world and on other lives. Not more than 0.1% fall in this stage. People here have fulfilled all their dreams, and now the only dream or goal left is to help others in any way possible through charity and donations. So how do you navigate through the pyramid of wealth? Now I will go into detail on how to transition from stage to stage through the pyramid of wealth. So what do you do when you're in the debt stage? Well, the first thing to do is to eliminate the accumulation of further debt. Firstly, any further purchases or further loans that will cause further debt should be stopped. A cash-only method should be employed where purchases are done with cash only to account for any expenditures that are done and to reduce the accumulation of credit card charges which result in more debt. Secondly, debt that has a high amount of interest charged to it, such as credit cards or high interest loans, will need to be reduced as much as possible. This would take the highest priority in not only reducing the debt, but stopping the compounding debt accumulation resulting in the high interest charges for these types of accounts. Lastly, increasing your income is key in getting out of debt. Working on your skills and education to raise your income at your job and starting to realize a secondary flow of income will be critical to have a surplus of income to employ for paying off your debt as soon as possible. Once these strategies are employed, one can slowly reduce the debt over time until reaching the break-even point or when one is at zero debt level. You are now ready to move to the next stage of the pyramid. In the scarcity stage, one is only one step away from the debt level. In this stage, it is all about scrapping and trying to get by while trying to manage the debt and reduce it as much as possible. Operating out of fear is a key characteristic in this stage. The only way to break away from this stage is to apply the same principles as in the debt elimination strategy, namely reduce the debts as much as possible and create second and tertiary flows of income to begin eliminating debt, reducing overall expenditures as much as possible while paying for the life essentials for survival. Once one has eliminated debt and has a net worth above zero, one enters the healthy stage. In this stage, oftentimes is where complacency kicks in, especially if coming from the lower stages of the pyramid. It was such a struggle to get out of the lower stages that once a little bit of money comes in, people in this stage typically want to quote-unquote enjoy life and not worry about making more income or employ strategies for their retirement. Navigating through this stage oftentimes requires resilience, willpower, and the ability to keep in one's vision their purpose and long-term goals of what they want to achieve in their life. Multiple flows of income are key in this stage as they will help to set up the foundation for the next stage, which is prosperity. The key to reaching and navigating through the prosperity stage is sustained flows of income. Early in this stage, flows of income are used to not only create cash flow to increase one's net worth, but investments are administered and maintained to multiply one's net worth. By creating scalable and self-sustaining flows of income, one can create prosperity and increase income to where it becomes passive in nature, not only automatically covering essential life expenses, but flowing back into itself and allowing each flow to exponentially grow in massive scales. Once this is achieved, you enter the wealthy stage. This is where one begins to create a legacy, not only for themselves or loved ones, but changing the lives of others that are not in the person's circle. In this stage, flows of income are self-sustained and passive in nature, growing as they are automatically scaling and growing exponentially. In essence, during this stage, large donations to charities are often possible due to the fact that so much money is being generated from these flows that it is often directed and often given to those who are most in need to make a difference in the lives of others. Achieving wealth is not just about the person's life, but making an impact and difference to the lives of others to make society better. This is what creating a legacy is all about. There are three things that must be acknowledged and understood in order to navigate through the pyramid of wealth to get to the top stage. First, one must know where they stand and what stage they're at all times. Second, one must know how to create income in any of the steps in the pyramid. This is crucial in being able to navigate up the steps of the pyramid. Different stages will require different amounts of income to generate, but creating income is critical in being able to move across the pyramid of wealth. Third is investing. Investing is not crucial in the lower parts of the pyramid as one is trying to eliminate debt while trying to increase the main flow of income and create a secondary and perhaps a third flow of income. However, investing is critical in the later stages of the pyramid, as this is what creates additional forms of income that have a compounding effect, allowing one's net worth to grow exponentially. And this is the secret of moving through the pyramid of wealth and creating life-sustaining wealth. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the Academy. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell to be alerted on more passive income strategy videos. This is the 10X Academy.